Can you give an example of intelligent risk taking? What does intelligent risk taking actually mean?
Okay, well, let me start with an example of not intelligent risk taking. Thinking, well, maybe I can fly if I flap my arms fast enough and jumping off a tall building. So that is taking a risk, but it's not an intelligent risk.
Yeah.
You may want to, intelligent risk taking is you think you have a flying machine and you start off a little bit smaller with a lot of safety net. So intelligent risk taking means you have quantified your risks and you've taken steps to manage those risks.
Okay. So basically kind of approaching it the way that a scientist would approach it.
Yeah, and I think what you want to do is you want to encourage ideas in your people, but you want to encourage hypotheses and experiments. People who do, I keep telling people these idea plan competitions are a terrible idea. You should just stop those. All these businesses that I talk to, they said, well, we did this idea plan competition, so that's great. We're really innovative, right? No, what you've done is you've just created an opportunity. Let's say it's a larger company, 1,000 people submit 1,000 ideas. Whatever staff of 2 or 3 is, sitting there supposed to read them is overwhelmed and can, eventually barely reads them and eventually picks 2 or 3. You've just created 997 really irritated people who got their ideas and proposals rejected. Instead, what you want to do is create a hypothesis competition, a prototyping competition. You submit to me your one-day, $100 way to test your idea. Don't submit an idea unless you have a specific experiment you can run. Mm-hmm. Now, by doing that, it's a small amount of stakes. You force people to think creatively. And because it's a small amount of stakes, you can fund all of those experiments. And you've just created like a culture of experimenting.